Hello and welcome to another December daily flip through. This is the one I've been promising and talking about all along. This is my 2020, so it is a beast, super chunky, over 4 inches. I can remember the year that I was putting this together thinking, oh, it's too much. I'm going to need to break out into 2 albums, which I really didn't want to do. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad it's like this. I love this album. And this is the one that I'm going to get most inspiration from, I think. So we'll see how long this video goes on for. And I might have to split it. So, nice bit of vellum. I've actually pulled out a lot of vellum from my stash to start adding into this year's album because I really like it. I've got acetate and kind of transparencies, but the texture on the vellum is different, isn't it? It's softer. And I like that. I like this kind of misty look. So nice simple title page and then a subtitle page. I remember the products this year from Ali Edwards. Most of this is going to be Ali Edwards. And it had this black, which I really liked. It's a kind of hit of black. Texture with the stitching. So I've started bringing stitching in this year because of looking back over past albums and really liking it. So really simple look. Just that rickrack, not rickrack, I don't know what this would be called. It's a felt anyway, and that texture. This, I think, was created as part of the prep day that year, Ali Edwards prep day, or possibly even as one of her December daily product plays. So I really recommend those. And even if you've done them before, they'll stay in your classes. So go back and relook at them because sometimes you get different ideas as the time has gone on. I know this is in my memory, this page. Simple, lots of texture, really simple reason why, but I really like it, just, you know, on that cardstock background, but all this texture. So this is something that I'm going to scrap lift for myself for this year. Not for a reason why page, but just a different page. And then I could possibly switch out a couple of these and add some photos in. So looking forward to doing that. Full page photo and bucket lists this year, so bringing in that black again. I think these were from the prep day as a free download, and this photo is from Christmas Eve, so I would have kept this blank as a space and then a space holder to know that I was going to put this photo there. So that's a good reminder as well that sometimes it can work to have space holders in your albums. So there would be a little bit of COVID reference, obviously, December 2012. So I think I've copied, yeah, this was just tier 2 and what it all meant for us. So this was probably just straight from the government website, and then this home printed vellum over the top, like that. The tree. And then I think this was a prep day, so working with triangles potentially, because I've got triangle photos, triangle text and paper. Don't really like this, but I think it could have worked better. It was my photos that I used for it didn't really work. The design concept is really nice. A simple page with elevated for my eye with stitching, even if it's messy stitching, so that pattern paper stitching and the rickrack on the bottom. If this had just been the card, it would have still been great, but that lifts it for me. So a good reminder to myself that just some simple touches on a journal card if I'm working in a pocket can make a big difference. A flip up. Haven't included any of those this year. Using one of the these that the products used to come in. Not so nice and nice list. So this is the gifts list. Oh, I remember this style of page. I think I'd like to try to copy this again if I could. So opens up, journaling on this side, and that's just that vellum. Yeah, I really like that. Full page photo. This is probably going to be film nights. Yeah, so cutting down one of those 2x2s and then creating a flip up with it, and then more on the back. So this is acetate. These are just stapled on, could be stitched. This is stitched down, photo on top of the journal card, and then just the journal card. Really cute. And nothing on the back. This is just a different story. I really like that design. I don't have any of these anymore, but I've got plenty of other embellishments that I could steal this idea from. Here comes the bulk. So this is a chipboard tag that I then created a mini book with. I'm not going to open that up. I will. From what I remember, it's a nightmare to get it back in. There we go, look. So cute, really cute. But the bulk it adds to the album, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. There we are. Advent calendar with a pull up. So just slit the top of the photo and then tuck that in. 6x4 card. Again, stitching makes a big difference. Yeah, loads of stitching. This is a good reminder to me because my sewing machine lives in a cupboard and I have to get it out every time I want to stitch, and so I don't get it out as often. And so maybe for Christmas or December I need to find a space for it just somewhere, even if it's a bit messy in my craft room. Find time to have it out, you know, space to have it out, and then I'll stitch more. Flip up. Yeah, really liking the vellum, liking the stitching, liking the acetate, but like I said, harder for me to replicate this because the printable acetate that I work with is much thinner. This would have been a die cut page in the December daily kit that year. 4-page photos, really just showcasing those with the story. A lot of story still though because of these 3x8 inserts. So for day 13, yeah, it's just the card, but I've really gone all out on the card, which is what I like. And that's a turn. Yeah, the title in there. Home printed vellum and a flip up. These are stories about COVID, and another pocket page that I've created for myself. See, now what I tend to do is stitch right up into this edge, but I quite like this with this kind of spine of a different colour. I might bring that in a few times this year. This is about, I would imagine, spacing out look for cues. Coffee cup with the insert, that will be. Oh, it's stuck. Yeah, so coffee 1 cup and a Starbucks cup with my journaling on. That's cute. Flattening it down and kind of making it into a cup. Story of Allura here. Staying home for the holidays. Bath time with eggnog. A cute kind of patchwork heart on acetate, and then journaling to fit on the back. My husband. Photos. This is twins, so there's a lot for the end of the month actually. Going very simple with things now. I remember this one. Gosh, this will be a fuller bulk actually. Yeah. So this is really cute. Got this little see-through bit here with journaling and print photo on the back. That peekaboo. And I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but the letters here are fringe, so I would have gone in and snipped them all and then layered them up. This was part of either the prep day that year, the 2020 prep day, or the 2020 product play. So if you like any of these, head over to Ali Edwards, and I'm not an affiliate or anything, but they'll be there. And I remember this page was as well. So this is a pull up look, and that's why there's a lot of bulk, so it's very interactive. This is wrapping paper, and then it will pull up to reveal some photos as well. So that's really cute. There we go. More tags, quite a few tags in this year with photos on. Another one of those because I really liked the design, but I haven't stitched those two together this time. And there's some more bulk, so what they call them, waterfall, flip up. Lots of photos. I like that. I don't mind the bulk. I don't mind the bulk. I like the interactivity. I like the patterns, so I'm definitely going to steal that one for this year. But blank on the back, but made it thicker with some wood grain. Why not? Some wood veneer. Out for Boxing Day. Mask photo. You can see the smiles anyway, can't you? Oh, tied together in bar humbug on the front. So and this season isn't always merry and bright. So a quick peek. Black and white photo to represent the mood. Scrapbooking in the kitchen, and lots of words. I'm so glad I have this project, this album to work on through December, giving me focus, purpose, and a time of quiet for myself with a Harry Potter audiobook. There we go. I'll tie that up later. Pom-pom trim. Eggnog. This is when I had a hot tub down the bottom of the garden in a little gazebo thing, so I'd have been going down for the hot tub. Let it snow. Is that black and... It's not actually a black and white photo, it just looks it. Those are sweet photos. I remember this one, so this would again be a project play, or stitched down with textures and paper on the top, journaling underneath with some stamping and just writing, and that was a currently page, and then having to work with that on the back. Quiet and cozy New Year's Eve, and just to finish off for 2021. I love this album, as I said. I'm going to steal lots of ideas. I might do another one of these. That's really super cute. I love these. I like how bright they are and the thickness. So I really, yeah, there's something, I need to hoard transparencies through the year, I think, ready for each December, because the ones I'm making myself at home are really cute patterns and things, but the quality of the transparency is a lot poorer, so it's a lot thinner. Yeah, big album, lots of ideas, definitely going to scrap lift myself. So I think what I might do is create a few additional foundation pages for later in December this year, working with some of these. So say for example this one, and I'll pull in the scrap lift, so I'll show this first and then create a new version of it for this year, and then show you what that looks like in the process videos. That will be quite fun. So thank you so much for watching. I've still got more albums to share. They're definitely not as big as this one, but I'm sure I'll find some inspiration in them as well. So thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. Any questions that you've got, please pop those in the comments section, and I'll get on to answering those for you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.